Welcome to Inside League Television. I'm your host, Ethan.
And Jonah.
Today we're going to be talking about going over the game Battlefield 4. But first I want to talk about yesterday's video and how I had technical difficulties putting it together, so I just uploaded it as it was. There was no intro to nothing.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We just uploaded it. It's still probably our best video yet, but we're hoping this one's going to be it. So, going back to the game. Battlefield 4 game review. Let's just start off right away. This game came out 2013.
Yeah,
because I got it because I pre-ordered it for my Xbox 360 at that time. Great game when it came out.
Little buggy.
Right, it was a little buggy, but it was for old console. Now it's on new console. Now it's on Xbox One and PlayStation, and I think it's even on PC.
Yes, it is on PC.
It's on PC.
Battlefield 4 is a multiplayer game, first-person shooter.
It is a first-person shooter multiplayer. Does have a campaign. It doesn't really get credit for its campaign, I feel like. It's a great campaign.
Well, it's already
a great campaign, but like really nobody plays the campaign because multiplayer is so good.
Because, again, the campaign, even though good, is a little garbage with, at least on new console, is a little garbage of saving your progress.
Right, but, that's just a bug. Really, no one played campaign anymore.
So they never
the only reason I actually played campaign on that game was because if I wanted a gun in multiplayer and I had to play campaign to get it, I would go do that until I get to that spot, till I get the gun, and then I'd be, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
But, so the campaign overall I thought was actually pretty well made. It's just no one really plays it. And if you got it on the 360 version, it was a split disc, so there's a campaign disc and there was a multiplayer disc. And then in the now new version of the PS4 and Xbox One, it's now just
straight.
One version.
Is it even disc? I don't even think
it's not even a disc. It's just a digital download.
Digital download
Yep.
it, and it's a nice game.
Right.
It's not very big compared to other multiplayer games that are out there right now.
Especially with all the DLCs that you can come with it. Isn't there 5 or 6 DLCs?
Yeah, I think there's 5 DLCs.
There's 5 DLCs, and then just a bunch of other updates in the game, and it's only around 70 gigabytes.
I think it's like 68.
Okay.
Like around 70, yeah.
Pretty small.
Compared to other games, you go Black Ops 3 that with all 4 DLCs.
Right, and it's over 100 gigabytes.
It's 130.
It is a space saver in your console.
Yeah.
Big time. That's a big time pro. I like that. I would delete a Call of Duty game before I would delete a Battlefield game.
Now that's where me and you differ, but we're not talking about Black Ops today.
If you don't have space in your PlayStation, which one do you delete? The 130 gigabyte or the 70 gigabyte?
I buy more space.
That's you. What if you don't have money to do that? Anyways, moving past that, going to the multiplayer now. Now you got so many different options in multiplayer. TDM, Rush. Rush is my guaranteed favorite game mode as is right now. So Rush is basically there's attackers and there's defenders. The defenders have to defend 2 bomb sites each. What would you call them?
That's 2 bomb sites. And
two bomb sites, and if the attackers plant a bomb on them,
get the bomb to explode. You have a certain amount of time to defuse the bomb. But if they both go, as defenders. But if they both go off, the objective moves, so the defenders have a chance to
win on
capture
another
an objective.
This is all going to be on the same map too.
Yeah, it just slowly progresses the map, and just to prevent spawn trapping and stuff like that, it also blocks off.
Yep, they block off the map as
it goes. Slowly progresses the map as it goes. What they should do is block off the back spawns as well, but they don't do that because they're mean to players.
I think wasn't it in? I think it was 360 mode. It was you only had 75 tickets as attackers.
Yeah,
isn't it 100 now?
It's 100 now.
It's 100 now in the new mode, but you're playing Xbox 360, PlayStation 3.
It's
75
tickets. It's 100 tickets
as attackers
now because how many players were in 360?
You'd only have a 12-person team.
Now there's 24 and 32.
Yeah, now in the new versions, you can go 16 on 16, 20 on 20, 24 on 24.
Isn't there a 32 v2?
There's a 32 v2. I'm not sure if it's Rush, though.
Large.
It's a Conquest.
Yeah, large Conquest.
Conquest is literally just
the best game mode of this entire game.
It's the biggest game mode in the entire game. It opens up the whole map to you, and your team has to go around and
capture objectives. It's like a hard point in like other games. You have to go around and capture an objective, and like the first one to run out of tickets first loses.
Yes.
Like every kill counts as a ticket lost, and
and
like,
the more objectives you have,
it ticks
the
down.
The faster
slowly.
the other team's tickets go down, the faster you win. And I'm pretty sure there is a time limit in all these game modes, but usually the time limit's so high you never really hit that.
Like a large
limit.
conquest is like an hour time limit, and there's times that the conquest does run out of time.
And I'm pretty sure Rush is like a 45-minute time limit, but usually everybody gets through that pretty good because Rush
100
is Rush.
tickets. What
now,
else?
Then we also have games like
the other game modes that people don't play anymore. They you need to get achievements for, because that's like one of the big problems in this game.
Right, yeah, you can have a bunch of dead servers, and then you kind of just can't play that because the server's just dead. It's kind of only like the base maps in this game that are really kind of full.
Because nobody really bought like the DLCs.
Right, because
like there was a while ago this game went on sale for like what, $4 I think, maybe $8, one of the two. That's when I bought it. But it literally had a giant like hype in players because like everybody was on it because it was super cheap.
Yep.
It was still a great game.
A great game.
Like a console below. Everybody really liked it, and then like I've seen more and more people fall off. Like this is the one game, other than like World War II, Call of Duty World War II, like that have made getting the different guns that are like different stat wise like a good thing. You have to work for it.
Yeah, you do have to work for your guns as you keep leveling up and leveling up. You do get battle packs for every level that you go up.
Yeah. That you can unlock attachments for. Like you can progressively unlock attachments if you just use the gun over and over.
Or get them in battle packs.
Like there's some that are exclusive to the battle pack. There's also guns like the Deagle, which best pistol in this entire game.
That could be argued, but it is a great pistol. It is my favorite pistol to have.
It was better in lower console as well.
Right.
But it's still, you're right, it can be argued. The Swagnum's a pretty good pistol.
Yeah. Or the G18. The G18 is a fully automatic pistol.
18 rounds.
It shoots a 900 fire rate. It's one of the fastest fire rate weapons in the game.
It's fastest secondary in the game.
Yeah, it's
rivals
crazy.
Some of the primary weapons. What else? Like the G18 just alone. That's probably the most unbalanced gun in this game.
Right. So you have, in the multiplayer, you have 4 classes, right? You can be an assault, which is like the medic class. You play medic, you get assault rifles.
Yeah.
Or you have the options of picking a carbine or a DMR or a shotgun. The carbine are kind of like assault rifles, but they're kind of more like submachine guns.
It's assault rifle SMG,
right?
Like combination,
right? And they're mostly all fast fire rating weapons.
Yes,
most of them. Most of them fire faster.
One of the little OP guns from the medic class would probably be the F2000 or the FAMAS.
Right. Yep.
Because they just have the highest fire rate. The more fire rate that you have in a gun can like change a situation.
Exactly.
There's also like the horrible DMR called the SKS.
Crazy gun. It's a nice gun, but it is pretty good.
Like the method of that gun, if you're choosing it, the more bullets you can get down range, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So those are the DMRs, and then the shotguns obviously are kind of self-explanatory, I think.
Yeah.
You have to go around.
One of the best things about the shotguns though is like you can get different rounds for it, like buckshot, slug.
You can put different rounds in.
Like explosive, the
so
best
nice.
thing. If you go to the engineer class, which is the one meant to take out other vehicles, like he has all the SMG, the PDWs, like all those, like even faster fire rating weapons.
Yep. And then he also gets the options of the carbines, the DMRs, and the shotguns as well. But he also is kind of like the anti-tank kind of guy because he can carry an RPG.
Anti-tank, anti-helicopter, anti-any vehicle.
Or he's just a repair guy.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. You can repair the vehicles that you're driving in that match.
Like recon is meant for the spawn beacon. He is supposed to be sitting outside the map trying to shoot in.
Yep.
He's really better for like non-objective game modes, I'd have to say.
Right.
He has a few things to his arsenal. He has like the tug, which can tell where enemies are if they're close by. He has the spawn beacon, which are probably the two things that people use the most.
And he's got like claymores to protect him if anybody comes up and gets on him.
What's the last dude?
And then there's the support class. The support class is, I'm going to say, my second favorite next to Assault. Support class is you get a light machine gun. Great. You get so many options of light machine guns in this game. It is absolutely insane. And then you can also have a mortar for the support class, and you can just mortar enemies. And the good thing is you get supply. What do you call them?
Supply boxes.
Supply boxes.
They were.
You can just toss them down, so then you can resupply your ammo. But if you toss them down next to your mortar, it resupplies your mortar faster with rounds in it, and it's just one of the greatest thing. I went on tear. I went 38-0 in one match, just throwing an ammo box on my mortar. I never died because I just sat in the back just mortaring people. Terrible thing, I know, but it was really fun.
Toxic.
One of the funnest matches I've ever played. One of the funnest matches. But he's more like,
let's lay down in this spot and just shoot our LMG down the lane.
You get a bipod on it. Yeah, it's perfect. It's a good thing. And then let's go over some of the maps.
Oh, some of the maps. Okay, so
some of the DLCs take you to what? China?
I don't even know the DLCs. You're going to be more expert
on
the DLCs.
So one of the DLCs is China Rising. You go to China, and it's all that kind of stuff. That's, I don't know what to call that.
That's where you'd get the Deagle.
That is the Deagle. Yeah, so every DLC gives you maps and also gives you weapons. And, yeah, it just gives you that option there.
Then we go over the best map in this entire game, which is probably Operation Locker.
Operation Locker is just a base map. It is my favorite map. It's close quarters kind of, but then there's an outside part that's just all snow.
It makes it harder. Like, if there was no snow, snipers could just go on a tear over there, just depending on what spawn they're at.
But it snows and it's so bright.
Like, one of the other really good maps is Siege of Shanghai.
Yep.
Which is like, wasn't this one of the first maps to actually include?
This was the first map that they brought into the game. Siege of Shanghai.
Wasn't it like one of the first maps that incorporated like the falling of the tower? What is it called?
Yep. The big tower.
Like an event that can happen when you're playing the game.
If you destroy all the pillars on this one skyscraper, then the tower will just completely fall down and crush into just rocks.
And it'll kill everybody that's on the tower, the middle of the tower, bottom of the tower.
Yeah, crazy.
Doesn't count for the team though.
So that map's literally just a bunch of skyscrapers.
Yeah, it's sniper heavy.
Yeah, it's really sniper
multiple
heavy.
Elevators taking you around the map. Let's also specify that a lot of these maps are pretty big maps.
Right, they are completely massive. Like, you have to kind of have a vehicle to get around them.
Yes.
And that's the good thing in this game, is that you have the vehicle options. You have the jets, the helicopters, the tanks, the jeeps,
the armored truck.
The armored trucks, the LAVs.
Don't forget all the boats.
And then there's even boats options. I don't know what you'd call it.
I don't even know what the boat is called.
The attack boat is, like...
Insane.
It's a really nice boat. But the bigger you are, I think, the easier it is to get locked onto by, like, an engineer.
Yeah.
Which is dangerous.
Not to mention, if you're really good, you have to really focus on those people. Like, I've seen games where the person spends the entire time in a single, like, attack helicopter.
Yep, you can find some people that are really good at flying.
By the end of the match, like, the entire team has switched to engineer to try and kill him.
Yep, just try to kill the attack chopper. And it's the scout chopper?
Little Bird.
The Little Bird, yeah, I always call it the scout, is probably the fastest chopper we got.
Yeah,
it's so maneuverable.
It
can just turn so easy. Then there's just the transport chopper. It's kind of like the ones you see in like Vietnam that just transport troops in.
It's got no guns on it.
It's got no guns, but it just transports people back and forth. Really nice because it holds like 6 people.
I thought it was 8. It holds 6 people in the back and then 2 in the front.
Yeah, but that's a nice chopper to have. The scout chopper, Little Bird, holds like 4. That is insane though. And then the attack chopper only holds 2, but that is the most heavily armored chopper that we have.
Yeah.
Yep. And then, so we got all these vehicle options. You have these massive maps, and then there's so many game modes.
There's too many game modes.
There's so many game modes that it's just hard to play. But the favorites are Rush, TDM, and Conquest. And this game just literally brings it to life with how many players you can have in each server now. Because Conquest can have like a 32 on 32. I've seen a rush go, like 20 on 20.
Yeah.
Pretty massive.
It's like one of the biggest things. If you, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't really play the regular game modes. They play hardcore.
Yep.
That's one thing that I have to say is kind of sad about this game because a lot of the hardcore servers have died.
Yep, the hardcore servers. I'm not a big fan of hardcore because I like being able to see my bullets, how many bullets I have, how low health I'm at.
Yeah.
First, and then I love the mini map in this game. Mini map helps you so much. I love it because we identify the enemies as Doritos on the map when they're shooting on the map. That comes up as just a little triangular Dorito color. It's kind of funny, so we just call them Doritos.
Mm-hmm.
And then we call our teammates that aren't in our squad.
Blueberries.
Squad is you're all green. You see each other. The map is green above their heads. It's green.
Yeah.
But then you see your teammates that aren't in your squad, just blue. So we just call them blueberries. And usually we refer to the blueberries as
stupid.
No, we can't use that word, but dumb kind of. But sometimes they are. But that's kind of how we refer to it, though.
Yeah.
But I think that's all we have today.
Yeah.
Subscribe, leave a like, comment if you want. Do whatever you wish.
Go watch the last videos. There's three
Go
other
watch
videos.
our last 3 other videos.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Also, check out our website. This is all going to be in the link below. All right. See you guys next time on Unsightly Television.